Dear student, Assalamu alaikum. I hope all of you fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. Dear student, I am Muhammad Shah Jahan, Assistant Professor, Department of Accounting, Milestone College, Uttara, Dhaka. Dear student, this is our second lecture on cost accounting. Dear student, this is chapter 7. Dear student, this chapter is cost accounting. So we'll discuss cost accounting. After this lecture, you will be able to have an idea about element of cost. You will have an idea about classification of cost. You have an idea about analysis of cost. You have an idea about formula of cost calculation under modern method. Dear student, let's come to our class. Number one, cost accounting. Dear student, first class also I have give you definition of cost accounting. Today we'll discuss different definition. Cost accounting, cost accounting, let's take a pointer. Cost accounting is a method of accounting where in all the cost involved. That means in cost accounting, all the cost involved in performing any process or project or product are noted and analyzed. That means cost accounting analyze cost of process or project or a product. Dear student, I hope you understand. Dear student, our next topic is element of cost. Dear student, this is the most important topics for cost sheet. Element of cost. We have number one element. It is raw materials. You know what is raw materials? Raw materials is that goods, that element which is directly related with production. Dear student, for producing books, paper is the raw material. For producing shirt, cloth is the raw material. For producing table, wood may be the raw materials, so this is the direct raw material. Then labor, those who are producing that table or books or cloth, those who are directly involved to processing the raw material into a finished product, they are the labor, they are getting wages. Then last element is chargeable expenses. Dear student, that means any other expenses except raw material and labor, they are the chargeable expenses for production process. Dear student, now raw material are two types. Number one, direct raw materials. Number two, indirect raw materials. Direct raw materials, that means the materials which is directly related with production, that is direct raw materials. And indirect raw materials are indirectly related, that means direct raw materials, the earlier I have given you example, paper for making books, that is direct raw materials. On the other hand, color may be the indirect raw materials for making books, because for making cover maybe there are different types of color is used, so that is indirect raw materials. Dear student, now labor also two types. Direct labor, those who are directly involved with in production process, they are the direct labor. And indirect labor, those who are not directly related but they are helping the production process, like supervisor, he supervises the factory workers, so his labor, his wages, his salary is indirect labor. Then chargeable expenses, it is also two types, direct and indirect. Direct one is example for packing for a special product, where packing is directly related to, without packing that types of product may not be sold, so that is chargeable expenses directly. And there are lots of indirect chargeable expenses. Number one, in factory, that means chargeable expenses occurred in factory, that is factory overhead. Chargeable occurred in administration, that is administrative overhead. And chargeable expenses occurred for selling purpose, that is selling overhead. So there are three types of indirect chargeable expenses: factory overhead, administrative overhead, and selling overhead. Dear student, I hope you understand element of cost. Dear student, if you have any types of confusion, of course later on you will ask me, so that we can help you. Dear student, now next topics, analysis of cost. Analysis of cost. Dear student, number one, prime cost. I hope all of you know the formula of prime cost by this time. Direct materials plus direct labor plus other direct expenditure, that is the prime cost. That is the prime cost. Dear student, so three element of prime cost: direct materials, direct labor, and other direct expenses. Important question for MCQ, dear student. Now factory cost. Factory cost, That means prime cost plus factory overhead. Prime cost plus factory overhead, it is factory cost. Then production cost. Administrative overhead plus factory cost. Administrative overhead plus factory cost, it is production cost. Now total cost. Production cost plus selling overhead. Production cost plus selling overhead. Last topic, selling price. Total cost plus estimated profit or loss. If the profit, then we have to add it. If there is loss, we have to subtract it. Dear student, again I am telling prime cost, direct materials, direct labor, other direct expenses. It is prime cost. Then factory cost, prime cost plus factory overhead. It is factory cost. Production cost, administrative overhead plus factory cost. This is production cost. Then total cost, production cost plus selling overhead. It is total cost. Last one, selling price, total cost plus estimated profit. Then selling price. Dear student, this is most important formula for this chapter. So all of you will memorize, and inshallah from there some MCQ also will come. Dear student, I hope all of you keep it in mind. This is very important chart for a formula. You have to learn it. I hope all of you understand. Now our next topics. This is classification of cost. Now we will classify our cost. Cost, dear student, number one, according to element cost are three types. According to its element cost are three types. Number one, material. Number two, labor. Number three, other expenses. According to element cost are three types. Then according to its function, cost are four types. Number one, production cost. Number two, administration cost. Number three, selling cost. Number four, distribution cost. Dear student, next, according to behavior, cost are four types. It is variable cost, it is fixed cost, it is mixed cost, and step cost. Dear student, according to normality of cost are two types. According to normality of cost are two types. Number one, normal cost. Number two, abnormal cost. Then according to controllability, cost are two types. Controllable cost. Number two, uncontrollable cost. That means some cost controllable and uncontrollable. Then according to time, cost are two types. Number one, historical cost. Number two, predetermined cost. Last one, according to period cost are two types. According to period cost are two types, product cost and period cost. Dear student, these are the important classification of cost. Again I am telling, according to element of cost, dear student, it is three types: material, labor, and other expenses. According to function, it is production cost, it is administration cost, it is selling cost, it is distribution cost. Then according to its behavior, it is variable cost, it is fixed cost, it is mixed cost, and it is step cost. Dear student, according to normality, cost are two types: normal cost and abnormal cost. According to controllability, cost are two types: controllable, uncontrollable. According to time, cost are two types: historical cost, predetermined cost. And according to period, cost are also two types: product cost and period cost. Dear student, all of you will memorize. Very important for MCQ part mainly. In CQ part also it will come. Dear student, now our next topics. Dear student, now we learn some calculation, creative based. Last class also I have discussed little bit about these topics. Today I would like to discuss again how you can find out the prime cost. If you can remember the formula: opening stock of raw material, then purchase of raw materials, then if there is return we have to subtract, if there is abnormal loss we have to subtract, we have to add carriage or freight of material purchase. Then all these things will calculate usable raw material. That means how much raw material I have at first opening, then purchase, then some return or loss we have to subtract, add to carriage, then it will be usable raw material in the factory or production process. Then closing stock of raw materials we have to subtract, that is how much raw material we have used, we get that. Then last we have to add